Yo, what's up, guys? Today I wanted to discuss what is arguably the most popular Call of Duty map of all time. I am talking about Shipment. Now, the only other map that, in my opinion, stands any chance at competing with the number one spot of Call of Duty maps of all time would be Nuketown. And it's just going to come down to individual preference as to whether you prefer Shipment or Nuketown. I like both maps. Both maps are extremely small, but Shipment is the smallest Call of Duty map of all time, outside of like gunfight maps and stuff like that are obviously extremely small. But when it comes to just standard maps, Shipment is the smallest map. And because of that, is extremely popular for XP farming, leveling up weapons, getting your headshots, completing challenges. It's very easy to do on Shipment. And because of that, there's usually always a 24/7 Shipment playlist. Now, this map originally appeared in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And the map description was simple. It just says, tiny Russian shipyard, fast-paced action with no hiding. And that's exactly what it is. Now, at the time, they probably didn't expect this map to become timeless. But it has. Since Call of Duty 4, it has appeared in many different Call of Duty games. I'm going to list off all the ones it's been in. First off, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, which is basically Call of Duty 4, but a newer version of it. So, of course, it's going to be in that game. It's also been in Call of Duty Online, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, 2019's version, Call of Duty Mobile, Call of Duty Vanguard, my least favorite Call of Duty in quite a long time, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which Modern Warfare 3 is coming out, but as of now, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the newest Call of Duty. But on top of that, it also made appearances in a few other Call of Duty games. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, except for in that game it was called Container. And then in Call of Duty Ghosts, there was a map called Showtime, but it was Shipment. And in Call of Duty World War II, there was Shipment 1944. Now, the only other iterations that I can remember were when they did special Christmas versions of Shipment, and they called that Shipmas, and those appeared in Call of Duty Vanguard and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So as you can see, this map is in like half the Call of Duties that have been out. It's extremely popular, and I think that it's going to continue to be in Call of Duty games. They're just going to do new versions of it. So it's not that they're doing the exact same map every time. They're doing a very similar layout. Sometimes it's the exact same layout, but oftentimes certain containers will be open. Sometimes you can get up high in some Call of Duties, but it always looks different. One might be at a shipyard, one might be at a different shipyard, one might be somewhere completely different. Like, Shipment is not just the exact same in every Call of Duty. So I do like that. They're giving us some variety. People might argue, hey, they're reusing this map way too much. But the thing is, people really like playing it. It's one of the most played maps. It might be the most played map. And it's not just a lot of fun. It can be very frustrating too. But it's just very convenient to have something like this. As you'll see in this gameplay video I'm playing now, I die a lot. But I still managed to get like 72 kills. That's insane. Like, I'm not getting that in a regular team deathmatch or even a regular domination match. Like, Shipment just provides an opportunity to gain insane amounts of XP, complete challenges. If you're trying to get all your camos, this is what map you're going to be playing to do it, most likely. Here lately, when I've been playing Modern Warfare 2, like you see in this gameplay video, I've just been playing a lot of Shipment, trying to get as many camos as I can as they transfer over to Modern Warfare 3. Now, you're not going to be able to use the Modern Warfare 2 camos on the Modern Warfare 3 weapons. You'll only be able to use it on your Modern Warfare 2 weapons, which transfer over to Modern Warfare 3. God damn, that's confusing. But it'll probably all make much more sense once the game's out and we see it all put together. Now, is Shipment going to be in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3? That's a good question. Part of me feels like they're going to try to merge Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 into Modern Warfare 3, and there's not going to be a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 anymore. They haven't said that's what's happening, but I just get a feeling that whether or not it happens at launch, it might just be like a mid-season update like halfway through the life cycle of the game when it starts to die down, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, every map from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is coming to Modern Warfare 3. However, Modern Warfare 2 is shutting down. You still keep all your stuff. Nothing's disappearing. You just can't play the exact same style of Call of Duty that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was. Now, I know there's a lot of people that love Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and there's some people that just were really annoyed with it. That's why they changed the movement style on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. But just because that's going on doesn't mean any certain type of thing. So, as you see, I'm using a gun called the PDSW. Now, this video isn't about my favorite weapon of all time in Call of Duty, but to me, my favorite weapon of all time in Call of Duty, I just have to mention this, is the P90, aka the PDSW, and so many other different names, Cordite, you know, all these other random names it's had in Call of Duty. I wish they just call it the P90. Anytime I make a custom class, I just call it the P90 because that's what it is to me. I fell in love with this gun in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. I'm talking like I only used this gun the entire time I played that game. And I played that game for like 3 or 4 years. So I had thousands of hours in it. And all of my kills were with a P90, pretty much. And it's not that this gun is the best gun ever. I just, for some reason, really like it. I love the iron sights, although I'm not using the normal P90 iron sights on this particular PDSW setup. Got that little square reticle type thing. It's weird. It's not the exact P90, but it is what it is. But back to Shipment. Kill streaks on this map are so good. If you set up the right streaks, like ones that just basically keep the map under explosions the whole time, you're gonna get so many kills from it if you can reach that streak without dying. Which it just depends on, you know, who you're playing against, what gun type you're using. You might, you know, stay in a corner the whole time and survive. You might be running around and somehow survive. It really just depends. Every map or every match on this map is completely different. Because you can get put in a lobby where everyone's using shotguns. Next thing you know, your gameplay is just not going to work for what you're used to doing. Maybe you have to use a shotgun. Maybe this or that. And then there'll be times where there's people sniping and, you know, you can't even get to them because they're so good at sniping. And Shipment is unpredictable because of that. Even though it's so small and I know every nook and cranny of it, you know, I know exactly where everything's going to be. I've been playing it for 20 years almost. I mean, some crazy amount of time, 15 years, I'm guessing. And yet still, I can't go 100-0. Like, that's going to be impossible. Now, there were some times back in the day where I would have some crazy scores, like 80-5. You know, I can remember doing stuff like that. But now I don't know what it is. I guess it's skill-based matchmaking, maybe. Or maybe my skills are just diminished from playing for so long and getting older. But I can't do that now. In this match here, I get like 72 kills and 30-something deaths. Sure, that's a decent kill-death ratio, but it's nothing like what I was doing back in the day. So Shipment has gotten much more difficult. And it might be because, see this container here? It didn't used to be open, I don't believe, in the original Shipment. There was a lot of containers that were closed off that now you can get inside of or you can go through. At one point, you could even go up on the upper containers in a different Call of Duty. And it always makes for an ever-adapting environment. And, you know, some people are going to say, I fucking hate Shipment. This map is trash. Why do they keep using it? And to them, I say, sometimes I agree with you. But then sometimes I am so glad that I have this map available because there will be weapons that have these challenges that are just going to be so damn hard to complete or take forever in regular matches. But when you get on Shipment, all of a sudden that challenge is done in a couple of matches. Sometimes one match I can get some of these challenges done. Like there was a time I had to get 10 double kills and I got 10 double kills in one match. Quite easy. You know, it doesn't always happen like that. There's times where I do absolutely terrible on this map. But then there's times where I do great. And it's one of the reasons why this map keeps coming back is because it's a love-hate type thing. But there's a lot of people that love it. And yeah, I think everyone at some point has had a good match on Shipment. And they've been like, wow, like this map's pretty awesome. And this right here is one of the best versions of it because I didn't like when you could go up on the higher parts For one, the graphics look great on this. You know, it's amazing looking. But the flow of it's really nice. Now the original Shipment, sure, it's where it all started, but it was pretty basic. When you go back and play that, it's a lot easier to see someone completely dominate on that version of the map. Whereas this one here, it's a little more even, although it could still get crazy chaotic and someone can dominate real hard, but it just seems to be better in its current form. But I would like to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know, what do you prefer, Shipment or Nuketown? I love Nuketown, don't get me wrong. There's so many good versions of it. But I think I like Shipment better because the flow just is so much better for me and faster. And I just seem to do better on it. But that's all I got for you in today's video. I appreciate you watching. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe. But I'll catch you in another video soon, people. Peace.